one thing about toxic people is you will just sit down and think about it like, how did I go wrong in this case? How did I go wrong in this matter? And you will find yourself really asking yourself questions. You question yourself. And at the end of the day, you're not even guilty. And that's the thing. Toxic people can be manipulative. They can be really manipulative. So you really need to start looking into your space, your circle of friends that are not happy for you, that you can tell from their countenance when you share good news, and you can tell that no, this person is not happy with me. I mean, guys may not be able to learn these things, men may not be able to detect these things, but women are gifted when it comes to certain things. Hello everyone, how are you doing? Welcome to my channel. If you're new, hello, my name is Toke, and on this channel, we talk about self-development, building yourself, being the best version of yourself. And I'm not going to bore you with the introduction today. We're going to be talking about dealing with toxic people, toxic friendship, relationship, acquaintances, whatever it is, even family members. Yes, we're going to be talking about toxic people today. And before we, get down to the topic, how to deal with people like that, we have to identify, we have to know the kind of people we are keeping around ourselves. And if you know me, I'm really big on friendships and the people you keep in your space. It's very important. And there's no way to deal with people like that if you cannot identify them. You accuse them or you ask them about something they just don't want to accept, or they just don't want to just admit that they are wrong. That can be a toxic person. If you're friends with someone who maybe, for example, they did something that really hurt you and you talk to them about it and they probably can't apologize, or just they don't want to settle, they don't want peace, or they don't want to you guys to come to a kind of compromise. You might be friends with someone who is very toxic, and people like that can be really narcissistic. And another thing is people who maybe anytime you're around them or you just hear their name, there's nothing like peace. People who are really dramatic, people who bring about trouble every time when you're just with people like that, you just know that there's always drama around the corner. That can be toxic also, because if you're someone who is looking to be big in life, you're someone who is looking to really, really build yourself a certain kind of position in life, you really, really need to start looking into the people you keep around you. And I'm saying identifying these people because there is no way you'll be able to deal with them if you do not identify them. People maybe, I know I've mentioned it on this channel before, people who maybe whenever you say something or you bring an idea, they're always talking down on you, they never support you, or people who just belittle you in a kind of way that maybe they just look down on you. Even if they don't look down on you, you just notice that attitude. Maybe they don't take things seriously, they look down on other people. There's no way, one way or the other, it will happen to you also. They will do it to you too. So it's a toxic attitude, it's a toxic kind of attitude. You need to start identifying that. And like I said, if you really, really want to do well for yourself, if you want to be big in life, you really want to start building yourself and really, helping yourself grow, toxic people will not help you along the way. They would either pull you down or help you not to see, who you truly are. And you don't need people like that in your space. You don't need people who talk down on you. You don't need people who are always problematic, people who don't. Because if you don't have peace, how do you focus? How do you get to see where you are going? So it's really important that you start looking into the people in your space. I would advise you to set boundaries. Yeah. Firstly, once you're able to identify that, okay, this person is always like this person is a certain way in my life, or whenever I'm around them, I feel really down, or they're always bringing drama into my life. You need to start setting boundaries for yourself. And if you're someone who doesn't know how to set boundaries, it's something that maybe it's a personal thing. Maybe you just feel, maybe you're a people pleaser. Yeah, that's the word. Maybe you're a people pleaser. And if you're a people pleaser, there's no way you'll be able to set boundaries. And if you can't set boundaries, I mean, how do you intend to like really grow in life? So it starts, I mean, the little things, it starts with saying no. And you would really find it really funny when I tell you that saying no is like one of the hardest things that people really can't do. If you want to set boundaries, right, it starts with the little things like saying no, saying okay, yes to the things that okay, this is what you want for yourself, saying no to the things that you know that can be really detrimental to you and your peace. Speak up. Do not hesitate to speak up. When you're dealing with toxic people, for example, maybe in the workspace, you find yourself in a place where, you know, maybe colleagues at work, because sometimes people that you call your friend may not really be your friend. So maybe, for example, your colleagues at work, someone is always doing, let's call her Penny now. Maybe Penny is always doing something that you don't like, or maybe if you're given a task, Penny is always pushing it to you, and at the end of the day, instead of getting the credit for it, she takes the credit, or you both share the credit for carrying out a really good job. And it can really be a thing in the workspace. You really need to start speaking up. If you talk to the person and it's becoming a thing, you may have to call your boss or address it, because that's another thing. It can be toxic. Some people can be nonchalant, and let's not even go into the crazy things that go on at like work, in the workspace. It's crazy. Let's not go into that. Things are becoming too dramatic for you. You need to be able to know when to cut it off. And when I say cut it off, know when to cut certain people off. Know when to avoid these people, because people like that can really be a problem for you. They can be a problem in your life. They can keep manipulating you. Like I said, they are so manipulative, toxic people, and the way they will make it seem like, man, it's your fault. And one thing about toxic people is you will just sit down and think about it like, how did I go wrong in this case? How did I go wrong in this matter? And you will find yourself really asking yourself questions. You question yourself. And at the end of the day, you're not even guilty. But that's the thing. Toxic people can be manipulative. They can be really manipulative. So you really need to start looking into your space, your circle of friends that are not happy for you, that you can tell from their countenance when you share good news, and you can tell that no, this person is not happy with me. Please understand that toxic people, when you say toxic people, it could be anyone. It could be anyone. And it could be the little things. When you say the toxic traits in people, it could be the little things. Like people that you need help from, they are not willing. People are just not willing. When I say people now, I'm referring to maybe anyone who is in your life who has certain features. These some of these features that I've mentioned. So please be careful of the people you keep around yourself. Like I said, it's a series, and I'm going to be talking about friendship and the things relating to friendship. This is one of them, and I'll see you soon. Bye.